And do not go follow whichever monk who is even famous or a long-time monk already or has many nuns and monks following him. If he doesn't believe in Amitabha Buddha, and if he says that hell doesn't exist, like then he is Maya. He's working for the negative force. He's no good for you. Please go follow any master who believes in the Buddhas, who truly believes Amitabha Buddha land exists. I guarantee you it does exist. I know that land. Even many of my disciples know that land. We can come and go there. Please believe it. Please believe in Amitabha Buddha the way Shakyamuni Buddha tells you. You must believe him. And hell does exist, not like who say hell doesn't exist and was not mentioned until 500 years after the Buddha. No, since the Buddha time already the Buddha say that, and long before that. In Kristikapa Sutra also, Địa Tạng Vương, Kinh Địa Tạng Vương Bồ Tát, all the hells are clearly detailed, explained in that sutra. You read all that. And nowadays they are in Yiquan Tao or in other religious beliefs. They go to hell also, visit hell to come back and write things about hell. And they also go to heaven, visit heaven and come back and write books. Books about hell, books about heaven. You can obtain anywhere from real transmitters of hell and heaven, from the Ching Buddha, Tế Công, Phật sống Tế Công, the living Buddha Ching. He went to hell and to heaven to come back and help the transmitter to write all that down for you. Please do research. Hell does exist. I swear to all the Buddhas and Almighty God that I tell you the truth. Don't wait until you go there to verify it and tell me that I'm right. I don't want that. Please, hell is horrible. It's endless suffering. Please, aim for heaven, aim for Buddha's land, yeah? Some people might think that Thất Nhật Tử doesn't advise anything bad to people, like go stealing or killing or doing anything bad. To say that there's no Amitabha Buddha's land and no hell, that is the worst thing already. Worse than any crime he can commit to the faithful, because to break people's faith like that makes them vulnerable to the negative attack, because they will be empty. They will have nowhere to run to. They will have nowhere to lean on. And if people believe that there's no hell, then they will go do any bad things to the government's system, to society, to the people, to their neighbors, to their family, because they believe there's no hell. If they believe in Thất Nhật Tử, they will do anything bad. Nobody has to tell them to do bad. They will do it. So that is the worst crime you can commit, when you deny the Buddha's land and deny hell. So I'm telling you, stay away from these kind of people. This monk, Thất Nhật Tử, so-called monk, is not a monk. It's a fake monk. Real monks don't speak against Buddha, because he, in this single denial of the Western paradise of the Amitabha Buddha, he denied also all other paradise from all other Buddhas, because we have many Buddhas and each one of them creates their own paradise for their believers. So by saying there's no Amitabha Buddha's land, he denied all the other Buddhas' paradise. And he denied Shakyamuni Buddha's existence as well. So he's really against Buddhism, in one word.
Và dựa vào nhà Phật giáo Nguyên Thủy đó, thì rõ ràng đó, hình ảnh địa ngục chỉ là một phương tiện để giáo dục đạo đức thôi. Bởi vì tất cả đều tái sinh ngay lập tức, thì còn đâu mà tồn tại ở dưới địa ngục. Niệm Phật có giảng sanh cực lạc Tây Phương được hay không? Câu trả lời nếu đúng với lịch sử và dựa vào bài kinh thứ 18, kinh Trường Bộ là không, vì Tây Phương cực lạc không có thật.
And by saying there's no hell, he encouraged people not to fear karma, not to fear the retribution. and they can do anything bad or wicked deeds to other people or against the government law because you don't care. So you see, this is totally unacceptable. You think about that yourself, okay? And the people who normally recite the Amitabha Buddha's name and visualize the Buddha's land the whole lifetime, suddenly now follow this monk who says that there's no Amitabha Buddha's land, no Western Paradise land. Then they will lose everything. They will lose all their energy, the faith that they built up all their life. And where will they go, Suddenly they fall into nothingness and they will be lost, either reborn again in this world or go to hell even. Because we don't believe in the Buddha anymore. We don't believe in the Buddhas. Whom else should you believe? Whom else should you rely on, to save your life, to take you out of this quagmire of existence and to save you from hell? So I would invite all the monks and nuns never to say such things like no hell, no Amitabha Buddha's land or any other Buddha's land, because you yourself will go to the deepest possible hell. I promise you, I tell you the truth. God is my witness. Buddhas are my witnesses. You have to encourage people to recite Amitabha Buddha's name because the Buddha said that personally, taught that personally, and described all the beauty of that land for you, so that if you imagine it, you will go there, you recite the names, and you might even see Amitabha Buddha in this lifetime, and you could even go to the Western Paradise in this lifetime. I mean, not every day, of course, but now and then you will have a glimpse of it, or you'll be invited to be there for some minutes, some hours, yeah? There was a monk, he's the abbot of a temple. I read it somewhere, I forgot the name now, but you will see it. I will ask them to include it, that monk's name and temple and his story for you. He, alive, went to Amitabha Buddha's land with the help of Guanyin Bodhisattva. The whole story he recorded. He has written it down for his people. And many monks and followers of Buddhism who know him and know that temple know this story. He went away for only one day while he was in Samadhi. And he was working with Guanyin Bodhisattva, who appeared as a monk, elder monk, so he didn't know that until later on. He went to visit places in the Western Paradise land of the Amitabha Buddha, and he came back alive. And all the people were surprised to see him because the time of his disappearance was 6 years and 5 months. But for him, it was just one day. So people even declare that he is dead, because at that time there was also no religious freedom, and some government agents or police already came before that to his temple and threatened him, scolded him and slandered him in many ways, and threatened that they will come back for him. So when this holy monk disappeared, everybody was looking for him in 100 caves and all 10 directions, and couldn't find him. So later on, long afterward, they had to declare him dead. And they also thought maybe the government took him away already. And checking everywhere and couldn't find him with the government, so they declared him dead. So imagine when he came back to life in front of the temple, how was a great surprise for them. He was a live person, and he was a respected monk and abbot of a very famous temple. So he would not dare to lie anything like this. And what for? Yeah? So he came back and described in detail his journey